creatures. Today we're doing a pick a pile reading. The topic of today's reading is ancestor messages, okay? We'll pull some cards, we're gonna do some channeling. It's gonna be a good time. Okay? Gonna be channeling any ancestors that have messages for you that need to come through. If you have specific ancestors that you're hoping to come through, this would be a good time to have those in mind, okay? All right. So, I already picked your piles. We only have 3 today. Surprising. I know. I usually do a lot. But we only have 3 piles today. And I used cards instead of the dolls because I'm going to use them later. Pile number 1 is the Contemplator. Pile number 2 is the Thinker. And pile number 3 is the Monk. Okay, we'll put them all up here. These are your piles, 1, 2, 3. Okay, choose the one that calls out to you. If you have somebody specific in mind, make sure to have them in mind when picking your pile. I'll see you at your reading. All right. Pile number 1. If you chose the Contemplator, these are your ancestor messages. It's like a bird trying to get out, but it won't get out. Okay. You chose Contemplator. I will say it's funny that as soon as I started your reading, I had to do the wait a second, because the Contemplator literally talks about taking a break, taking a step back from something, waiting a while, shifting your focus. Because when you shift your focus, a lot of times that's when the answer shows up to you. Okay. So I can tell already that this may have been a message you've been waiting on for a long time. Either you've been waiting on it for a long time, or this ancestor has been waiting to talk to you for a while. But let's see. We're going to get some cards out, and then we'll pull a doll and see what messages we have. Where are we going to start, Spirit? I'm going to pile number 1 for the ancestor messages. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. What ancestor messages do we have? What ancestor messages do we have? What messages do the ancestors have from a pile number 1s? And here's the number 2. So I'm going to pull twice. We have Divine Masculine in reverse. Okay, we also have Keeper of Silence in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Predator, also in reverse. All your cards are in reverse. All your cards are in reverse. Let's see. This ancestor, I feel like this ancestor wants you to know that you are important. You are, how do I say this, Spirit? You are important. I feel like you may have been looking to find yourself in some way, or trying to find purpose in your life. Trying to find meaning. And this ancestor is trying to tell you that there's nothing for you to find. You are the purpose. You have conquered so much in search of who you are, who you're supposed to be, without even realizing you are literally being who you're supposed to be. You know? And I don't mean to laugh. It's just this the energy that's coming through. You are being who you're meant to be. You're exactly where you need it to be. Especially with this Keeper of Silence in reverse, it's almost like you finally let out what was hiding inside. Mm-hmm. You finally let out what was hiding inside, what was waiting on you this entire time. Yeah, you finally broke free from it. Whatever these imaginary bounds and binds are. Because I feel like they're imaginary, if I'm being honest. I don't think that there's anything physically stopping you. You may have been a little bit in a depressive state, I could see. Or this could be my pile of people dealing with like mental health stuff. Um yeah. But this ancestor wants you to know you can relax. There's nothing for you to find. You are where you need to be. You are who you need to be. You're already living that truth. Split the deck. I see the Hive Queen. Yeah. I get the feeling simply existing, being who you already are, doing the things you do, you inspire so many. You do. So many. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe you haven't heard it really, or if you heard it, you ain't heard it enough. Or you didn't believe it when you heard it. But you are. You're an inspiration to so many people. You inspire others to get moving. Okay, let me clarify. Another reverse, we have rest. And we have tease. Bottom of the deck. Dominant. Yeah, you inspire others to get moving, exactly as I was saying. With this um divine masculine reverse and then rest in reverse, you inspire others to get moving. Okay? And it may have taken a while or you may have to do it bit by bit, but you are embracing who you are. At least that's what this ancestor is hoping that you are doing. And from what I see, I feel like you may have had a hard time understanding this. But it's gonna come. It's going to make sense very soon. Mm-hmm. You triumphed over all obstacles placed in front of you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second. Come on, girl. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, let's get a doll. Let's get your doll. Guide spirits, angels, can I get one doll, please? One doll to represent this ancestor for my pile number ones. One doll, please. Okay. We have a little robot, little green robot. Cute. Okay. Let's see. What messages do you have for my pile number ones? I heard you see the story all along. I feel like this ancestor has been watching you for a while, watching your ups and downs. You probably haven't met this ancestor, if I'm being honest. Like they probably passed away before you were born. Um, but this ancestor's been looking after you for a while, or been watching you for a while at least. And they've been seeing you struggle trying to find something that's supposed to make it all make sense. Looking for the golden key that's going to unlock the door and everything's going to be like, wow, this is what I was supposed to be. I don't know how to tell you this. That's not going to happen. Because you already are being who you're supposed to be. There's not going to be, you know, fireworks and sparklers and music and fanfare. It kind of is already happening. It's already happening. Also, I keep hearing this. I don't know if this is gonna make sense to you. Hopefully, it does. Spirit is like, or this ancestor is saying, you are okay. No one's after you. I don't know who that message is for, but it's for somebody that's like, no one's after you. You're fine. You're safe. You're safe. You know, I feel like you may be going through a little bit of paranoia here. Um, Wondering what's going to happen next. This ancestor's like, you're safe. Okay? Just focus on living, doing the things you do best, working it out the best way you can. Because that's your purpose. It's going to inspire others and make so much change happen. Okay? Yeah. I feel like this ancestor's been protecting you from a lot of BS that was heading your way. I heard scared them off. Okay. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Just live. Live in exactly who you are. That's all you have to do. There's no super secret ending. Just live. Yeah, I deeply feel like this is the pile that's been looking for direction in some way, or they've been feeling a little bit directionless, or like, what do I do now? You know, what's the next step? And this ancestor is like, it's unwritten until you write it. Your story is literally unfolding before our eyes. There's nothing you need to do. You're already doing it. Just keep doing it. Mm-hmm. This ancestor is also very proud of your strength. You have a lot of what's the word? Resolve in your blood. You know, how you handle things is very admirable. Mm-hmm. You make them very proud. This feels like a grandparent. Yeah, this feels like a grandparent. I'm not really getting specifically man or woman, but a grandparent. Mm-hmm. They're very proud of you. They said, just keep going. Keep going. Okay. Any final guidance? Final guidance from pile number one. We have protection. We have sleep. Bottom of the deck. You ever get a bubble stuck in your throat? I'm just waiting for it to go. Um, Memories. Okay. Protect your peace. Okay? I get this feeling of you may be so worried about the future, the next steps, who's coming after you, you know, all of these different things. And I feel like a lot of them are things that you don't even need to be worried about. Spirit is like you're putting yourself in this state of panic and turmoil for nothing, respectfully. Protect your peace. Just live. Just live. Okay? You are no longer in a chaotic space. If it feels chaotic, it's because, respectfully, you may be making it chaotic. You may be creating obstacles that aren't there. Okay? Yeah. They just want you to live. Be the most you've ever been. And live in that truth. Okay? But this is what I see for you. And I really hope it brought you clarity. If you like my readings, make sure you're checking out my playlist. I have a playlist of readings called Queen Intuition. And it has a ton of readings in there, all types. So you can get your fill, okay? Make sure you're liking, sharing, subscribing. And outside of that, and as always, stay fearless, loves. I'll talk to you again soon. But now, we're moving on to my wonderful, amazing, gorgeous pile number 2. Pile number 2. You chose The Thinker. This is your reading on your ancestor messages. Not to be cliche, but this feels like the big brain group. It's almost like you're trying to solve some sort of puzzle, some sort of predicament. You're trying to make something more efficient. Okay? Let's see what the ancestors have for you. Where do we want to go? Okay. I'm going to use this one. It's 2 in 1. It's this and, well, these are both the same card. It's a Sex Answers Oracle and the Erotic Sex Oracle. Okay? This isn't an 18 plus reading, but we'll see what comes through. If the cards are explicit, I won't show them, but I'll still tell you what it says. What do we have from my pile number 2s? What ancestor messages do we have from pile number 2s? I'm hearing the number 3, so I'm going to get 3 cards. We have I Want to Taste You in reverse. I'm going to read them differently, just bear with me. We have Sexual Healing, also in reverse. We're getting a lot of reversals today. I don't know what this is. We're getting a lot of reversals today, and they don't want me to flip it. Going to Make You Mine, also in reverse. Bottom of the deck. Show Your Wild Side. Okay. I Want to Taste You, Sexual Healing, Going to Make You Mine. There's this energy here about possession. I feel like this ancestor is trying to how do I say this? This ancestor is trying to get you to give something up. Release some burden. Let it go and let it die. Because I feel like you have this either it's like codependent energy with it. Okay. It could also be a person that you're being codependent with. But this ancestor is trying to get you to release this. I want to clarify. Give me more. Give me more, Spirit. Go use the Black for Less Oracle deck. Give me more. Clarify this reading. Clarify this reading from a pile number twos. What ancestor messages do we have from a pile number twos? We have enjoy. We have spooky. And we have sway. Bottom of the deck is circles in reverse. Okay. Yeah. This ancestor is trying to get you to give something up. I heard, haven't you had enough? Haven't you had enough? Haven't you been filled to the brim? Yeah. I almost get this feeling, whatever this is, it's like, if this is a person, it's almost like you're trying to fix this person. And Spirit is like, stop that. Okay, this ancestor's been watching you. And they're like, why are you creating a project out of this? Why is this the thing? And I feel like whatever this is about, you've been dealing with it for a while now. If this is a person, you've been trying to fix this person for a while. Okay? And I feel like for most of you, it's a person. There's a slim chance it could be something else, but I really, really feel like this is a person. And Spirit's like, this ancestor is like, why are you putting yourself through this? Haven't you had enough? Especially with sway right underneath going to make you mine in reverse. Sway talks about a change. Making a change. A change in the wind. Change in direction. Yeah, it's circles in reverse, because circles talks about cycles, doing something over and over again. It's in reverse. They're like, haven't you had enough? Don't you want to get off this ride? Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense when I was saying that this thinker was giving very like big brain. You're trying to figure something out, trying to fix something. Um, Spirit like it's not yours to fix. This is not a problem for you to solve. You're just deciding to make this your business. Haven't you had enough? Okay. Let's get you a doll. Can I please, Guide Spirits Angel, could I please get one doll to represent this ancestor from my pile number twos? One doll, please, to represent this ancestor. And we got a Scala. Okay. What messages do you have from a pile number twos? Also, I like to say that this is very on par. Getting a scholar and your card was the thinker. It's very interesting. Um, okay, what messages do you have from a pile number twos? Don't keep putting yourself through this. You've already passed the test. Why are you taking it again? Somebody wasn't satisfied with the results. Whatever this is, it's like you've done it before. You've dealt with this before. You've been through the situation before. But for whatever reason, you can't seem to let it go. Yeah, this ancestor is like, you already passed this test. You don't need to retake it. You know, it's almost like, have you ever had one of those dreams, like after you, like say you already graduated from high schools or whatever, but then you have one of those dreams where you're like in school taking a test. It's almost like you already graduated. What are you doing here? Why are you still here? Move on. Yeah, you may be trying to find a different way to do the same thing because you weren't satisfied with the results. This ancestor, who I'm really feeling like is a young woman, like young, like I'm getting in 20s or 30s, 20s or 30s when she passed away, a young woman, or a young feminine, could be somebody other than woman, but a young feminine in her 20s and 30s before she passed away. She's like, you already passed this test. Why are you taking it again? Let's move on. Let's get past this. Past this person, past the situation. There's other things you could be doing. Aren't you full? Anything else? Yeah, they're like, it's time for the next thing. I'm sorry, I got mucus in the back of my throat. This is time for the next thing. Okay? Mm-hmm. You can let this go. You can move on. It's funny. I know most of these are glued together and sewed together or whatever, but this is one of the few ones that I could actually see the glue bits on it. It's almost like you're permanently trying to retake this test. You glued the hat to your head. You're just like, I'm gonna walk down the aisle again. The answer's like, why? You already did it. You're done. That's it. You did the thing. Mm. Okay. Final guidance. Yep. Let's get your final guidance from a pile number twos. Solar plexus chakra. Radiant illumination. You have evolution. Bottom of the deck. She of the Lotus. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. It's time to move on. With this solar plexus chakra, it's almost like spirit is trying to encourage you. They're trying to show you that you are worth more than this. If you already graduated, you're overqualified to take this test again. You know? Thank you, Spirit. You're overqualified. Why are you doing it again? All due respect, this is kind of beneath you. And if this is a person, I'm sorry for saying it like that, but This situation is beneath you. You've already done this. You've learned this lesson. You've done it. Now you're trying to fix this person, thinking, oh, well, maybe if I do something differently. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. Move on. Move on. Mm-hmm. She of the Lotus, it's time to open yourself up to new possibilities. It's time to move on to bigger and better things. Evolution. Okay? It's time to walk in your truth. Solar plexus. It's time to move on. And I feel like I keep repeating this because I know it's hard. At least that's how I'm feeling. I feel the energy of things that I read. And I feel like this is a hard thing for you. But it's time to move on. You've given this all of the time and energy that you needed to. You've learned the lessons. Move on. Okay? But this is what I have for you. And I really hope it brought you clarity. If you like my kinds of readings, make sure you like, sharing, and subscribing, okay? Also, I have a playlist on here called Queen Intuition, and it's full of other readings just like this one, including a few 18+ ones, okay? Check those out and get your fill. Outside of that, and as always, stay fearless, loves. Talk to you again soon. Moving on to my wonderful, beautiful, amazing pile number 3. Pile number 3. If you chose the monk, this is your ancestor messages. Okay? With this monk, I'm kind of getting this energy that you may have been working at something by yourself, secluding yourself off. Going at something alone. Yeah. You may have become a little bit nitpicky or a bit of a perfectionist because of all this time you've been spending by yourself. Well, let's see what the ancestors have for you. Yeah. I'm gonna use my channeling deck. I'm seeing the number 4, so I'm gonna get 4 cards. So far, you got the most cards. Let's see. From a pile, number 3. We have rock. We have core. We have the letter Q. And we have bonfire. Bottom of the deck, the letter U. I was trying to see it. Here we go. All right, let's see. Rock and core. Things could have been in a bit of a standstill lately. Like it's been very difficult to keep things moving, keep things churning along. Um, Maybe there were some blockages, some obstacles here, but it's been a bit difficult to keep going. I'm gonna clarify in a bit. We have the letter Q. Let's channel for this Q. Why is the letter Q here for a pile of threes? Questions. They are questions. That's all I'm getting for Q. Questions. And then we have bonfire. So questions and bonfire. Yeah, you could be questioning. You could be questioning. Thank you, Spirit. You could be questioning if the people around you are really around you for a reason. You could be questioning if these are really your people, if this is really a tribe, your friends, your circle. The letter U at the bottom of the deck. Why is U here? Hmm. I'm not getting a word. Why is U here for my pile number threes? For the ancestor messages. I'm not getting any words. You may be specifically for you, or it could be literally you. But yeah, I'm getting this energy of things are not moving and you're trying to question it. Let's clarify. Yeah. Okay. Clarify. Clarify this reading from the pile number threes, please. What ancestor messages? We have culture, queen. Oh, excuse me. Compromise, bad thoughts. Bottom of the deck, dominant. Mm. Yeah, I feel like this ancestor is trying to. This ancestor is trying to prove to you that you are the MVP here. Okay? I'm seeing, yes, things have been a bit. Things have been a bit. I don't even know what the right word for this is. It's like things have been tough, but it's almost like things have been tough because of rules or formalities or um, technicalities and things. And I feel like you may have been trying to force things along, um, doing things your own way, going your own route, and taking business into your own hands, type of thing. With this compromise underneath questions, it's almost like you may have been, okay, I don't mean to call anybody out, but I gotta say how it's coming through. You may have done some underhanded things in order to make things work. Okay? You may have, you know, went through back channels or, made backdoor deals with somebody, something along those lines, or just done things your own way to try to make them work. And while I feel like you are getting to the places that you want it to be, it's almost like now you're questioning if the people around you are there for you, which is funny because I feel like you may be the one that's doing underhanded, like not to them necessarily, but you're doing shady things. Yeah, doing some sort of shady things, and now you're feeling paranoid. It's almost like this energy is coming back to you. And this may be why in the beginning I felt this energy of you've been doing everything by yourself, you know, with that monk. It could be because you're afraid that someone's going to be as underhanded as you. And that's really kind of sad. And I don't mean, again, I don't mean to call you out. I don't. I literally just give the messages, but this is what I'm seeing here. And I feel like this ancestor has been watching you do this. And they're kind of at a loss for words. But we'll see. Let's see if I can get some words. Can I get one doll, please? But this may be the reason why you feel like you have to question the people around you. It's almost like you're afraid that they're going to question you about it. Hmm. Hmm. One doll, please, for this ancestor from a pile number threes. Thank you. Now look at that. That's wild. And we got a little devil. Hmm. Okay. Let's talk about it. What does this ancestor have from a pile number threes? What messages do you have from a pile number threes? Can it be all true? That's what I heard. Can it be? Can it? One more time. Can it be all true? Can it? That doesn't make sense. I think they mean couldn't be all true. Can it? Could it? This ancestor wants so badly to see the good and only the good in you. But I feel like from the other side, they can't help but to see all of it. This ancestor is crying. This is a feminine. Middle-aged. Like I'm getting late 40s, 50s. I'm also seeing a lot of hair. Whoever this was had a lot of hair. But they're crying. And they're really kind of in disbelief. And I was right on the money when I said kind of lost for words. They don't want to believe that this is true. She's frustrated. This feels like an aunt. Yeah, this feels like an aunt. That's probably one of your aunts. Late 40s, 50s, an auntie. She's so frustrated and so sad. And again, I'm not here to judge you. I'm really not. I just give messages. But she's very sad. Very much in disbelief that you could be this type of person. I don't think that you're aware of this. Some part of this backhand, underhanded deal or this secretive whatever that you did, you may not be aware of it, but it's affected someone's family in a negative way. Again, I don't think that you were made aware. I don't think you even knew beforehand that this would happen, but it did. It affected somebody's family very negatively. Mm. This ancestor knows. They're truly hoping that you reach some sort of redemption arc and you start doing things differently. They're disappointed and they're sad. Yeah, I'm feeling their emotions more than anything, rather than them saying much. They're just very disappointed. Anything else? You gotta do better than this. And I'm literally hearing it in a crying voice, and I just gotta chill. They're very sad. Again, I'm not here to judge you, but I gotta give you the message. You can do better than this. She knows you can. I feel like you can. I don't know whether or not you will. Gotta be real. But I feel like you can. I hope you do. Okay, let's get our final guidance. Final guidance. Yep. Final guidance from Pile of the Threes as it relates to this reading. Final guidance, please. We have the mirror. It's literally just a mirror card. We have altruism. Bottom of the deck, competence. Mirror, altruism, competence. Final guidance. We know you can do better. You know you can do better. I feel like you have so much to give. You know, with this competence, you're smarter than this. You know that things will eventually come back to you. When you start to do better and you put out better energy will come back to you. Okay? And no, I'm not talking about the whole threefold rule that a lot of witches follow. No. I'm talking about energy attracts energy. Okay? It doesn't really have to do specifically with the type of work that you're doing or whatever. It's more so the energy that you're putting out. You know, you ain't gotta be burning candles to put out negative energy. But the energy that you're putting out, at least right now in this moment, is dark. And it's underhanded. I don't know why I keep getting underhanded. Like something was done dirty. This ancestor, she's like, I know you can do better. You know you can do better. Put that out into the world. Give them your best, and the best will come back to you. You won't have to worry about who's right for you, who's wrong for you, because the right people will be attracted to you because you're putting out right people energy. You know what I mean? You got to do better. Okay? But this is what I see for you, and I really hope it brought you clarity. If you like my kinds of readings, make sure you're liking, sharing, subscribing. Also, I have a playlist of all kinds of readings called Queen Intuition. Okay? Check it out. It's on my page. Get your fill. Outside of that, and as always, stay fearless, loves. Talk to you again soon.